community. All right, you guys, thank you so much for joining us tonight on our team training. And I'm super excited because this team was booming in February, like crazy booming. The chart, I mean, volumes were off the charts. All of you guys should be super proud. Promotion or no promotion, everyone should seriously be so proud of themselves because we signed up a lot of loyal customers. That's all I have to say. And we added so many team members to the team last month as well. So plus, we had a lot of double bonus earners and a lot of good bonus earners. And tonight we're super excited to bring you Sasha, Jennifer, and Mary Ellen. Megan's actually still being a boss babe and meeting with her team because she's game planning her double diamond tonight. So hopefully we can have her on next week. But tonight we're going to hear from our newest diamond good bonus earners tonight so they can give you guys their tips and kind of their best advice for all of you that are shooting for those promotions this month. Caitlin, do you have anything to talk about first? Do you want to talk about sportsmanship-ish things first or after?
No, let's get all the not fun stuff out of the way first so then we can just end it with all the awesomeness.
Okay. Let's do that.
So I always like to get the junk out first.
Sorry, I'm trying to spotlight your video and it's not letting me. Okay, there it goes. Okay.
Hi guys, sorry about my messy backdrop. So real quick, I just want to cover a couple things. One is like I was telling you guys, make sure that you have your maps printed out. And first of all, sorry, for everyone last month, I don't care if you promoted or you didn't, last month was by far the best month that we've ever seen as a team, and I am so proud of each and every one of you. So proud of each and every one of you. This month, a lot of you guys are going for promotion again. This is our last month to get the double bonuses, so this is really where you need to be reaching out every single day. You need to work every day this month like it's the last day of the month. That way you guys can claim these bonuses. The other thing I just wanted to talk about really quickly is, and I hate talking about this kind of stuff, so we're going to do it fast, but the end of the month, I know everyone worked their butt off last month. Everyone did. And the thing is unfortunately, sometimes not everybody gets to promote. And there's basically, I've been putting it this way to everyone, two different kinds of people. Okay, there's the person who's going to see their team promoting, and even though maybe they were bleeding and sweating and doing everything they could, their promotion didn't happen. And they're going to see everyone else promoting, and they're going to say, why? Why did I not promote? I did everything. I, gave it my all. Why am I not promoting? Okay. And then you have the other person who they did the same things, but they see their team promoting and they're like, I'm so excited. And you know what? It didn't happen for me this month, but next month it sure as shit is happening. Okay. Who do you think is going to promote out of those two people? Who do you think is going to promote? Is it going to be the person who is so jazzed up about everybody else's promotions and uses that as fuel, and it's just like, you know what, I am promoting next month, that is going to be me. It didn't happen this month, but next month it is. So that's who it's going to happen for. I know that we're all always excited for each other, no matter what, but I know that also sometimes people can get a little green with envy, and that's not a shade we like to wear. So just make sure that your attitude is good with all of this. Your attitude is everything in this business. Always, always, always is your attitude. So I just wanted to get that out of the way really, really fast. All of you guys have a chance to get these bonuses this month, and all of you can do it. So just have a good attitude, work your butt off, and it will happen. And know that everybody in this business goes through disappointments. If you guys didn't watch Amanda's video, you guys should watch it. It was a great, great video because you guys think that she just one day woke up and was able to claim $80,000 in bonuses. That's crazy. And, Amanda and I have been doing this together since the beginning. And so I've seen firsthand her struggles and what she's been through. And that's not what everybody gets to see. So there's a lot of hard work that goes into this business, and there's a lot of disappointments, but a lot to celebrate. So that's it. I'm excited for this month. Hoorah!
I am too. So well said. So well said. I don't know where Amanda went because she's coming back. I'll shout her out in a second because we have a new triple diamond that I want to shout out. Forgive me. So, but without further ado, I want to bring you guys some tips from our new diamonds. So I'm going to
spotlight. Get it off of me.
Yep. I'm going to, let's see, who's our first? Where's Jen? Jennifer? There you are. Jennifer.
Am I on here?
You're on. Okay. So this is Jennifer Saringer. She is our newest diamond. And I want to just tell everybody how long you've been with the company and kind of give them a little bit of a background about what you did before It Works Global.
So I've been with the company a year in February. Before the company, I was a server for about 12 years, went to college and just stayed serving. Kind of felt dead where I was at. So I quit the job in December and then It Works came my way. So that's how that happened.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So, okay, what's your biggest tip for people going diamond? Because I know you've been pushing for a while and you have been just a powerhouse from day one. And what are your biggest tips for people that are going for these double bonuses, or maybe even tips for people who have just started? Kind of both. So
absolutely be consistent every single day, like post every day. There was a time where like I kind of hit a rut and I stopped posting. My business took a hit just from not posting every single day. Also show like who you are, be yourself. That's the biggest thing, I think.
Yeah, I totally. Being genuine, I think, is definitely the biggest things with posting and consistency for sure. What have you learned in the last, let's say, 3 months when you've really been gunning for this diamond promotion that you wish you would have known when you first started?
Well, honestly, in December, I hit like a big fall. I was like, oh my God, what am I doing? I felt kind of down about it. But I focused on like motivational videos and self-development. And in January, I was like, I'm just going to do this. This is for me. I'm going to do this business.
I really love that. I really love that because Caitlin and I always say people don't realize when they join this business that they're joining like the best personal development program there ever was with a compensation plan, because you don't realize that you're going to get this well-rounded like financial and personal development program with It Works Global, but that's totally what you get. So I think you're totally spot on. We all go through those. It's the highs and the lows. And some of the best advice I got was from Danielle Mahar, and she's like, just ride the wave in this business because it's going to be like this and it's going to be like this. And I think it's fun talking to people because you guys see the highlight reel on Facebook, but what you don't see is the work and the struggle behind it. And it's definitely not for the weak. Let's just say that. You gotta know and you gotta push. So did you know, okay, like, how did your mindset change? Like, how did your mindset, when that switch kind of flipped in your head? Like, what would you say was the biggest change in you personally, like personal development wise?
I guess believing like in myself and that I could actually do it. When I joined, I wasn't looking to actually go diamond until this next September. I was underestimating myself. I think that's the biggest thing. If you just really believe in who you are, that you can do it, that's the drive you need.
That's crazy, Jennifer, because you're going to be presidential by next September.
I wish.
Oh my God. Like, talk about, I mean, that is awesome. So how do you build your business? So Caitlin and I were talking about questions earlier, and she was like, ask them to give us a day in the life. Like, what is a day in the life of you?
I friend a lot of people. I think building the network is a really important thing, because when I started with 600 people, when I just friended consistently, once I hit about 1,200 friends is when I really started to see a change. And I just friend every single day. I always comment on people's posts. I more so build a relationship with people rather than just randomly messaging them about the products. Like, I'll comment and say, oh, beautiful picture, or even chat with them in general about life. So I talk to people every single day.
I love that. Okay, so how do you find the people you friend? I guess because I think for me, that's what I struggle with is like, who do I add? Like, I don't know.
I go to mommy's groups or fitness pages. And even I went to like a couple like Ideal Protein pages because I'm like, I did that diet a few years ago, and a lot of people are going to have loose skin. So they're definitely going to need the wraps. So that's a couple of the pages I went to. And Ideal Protein is so expensive. So if you find another diet page, their diet stuff is way expensive, like $500 a month, they're going to take ours.
That's such good advice. I didn't even think of that. So is that, okay, so majority of loyal customers and distributors that you sign, so you said you build a relationship with them. When do you kind of like strike, like my snake, strike? When do you strike and message them or sign them, or like, how do you do it?
Some people, like, I'll just follow their Facebook and I'll just reach out to them, like, you'd be great on my team. Like this one girl, I'm going to be stalking her because her selfies are amazing that people would just follow her. And I said that to her. I'm like, your pictures are amazing. I'm like, you would be great at this business. And didn't get an answer back, but she's liking my stuff now. And other people, I kind of just talk to them more. I found out like about their mom, like people passing away. It's amazing the stories you hear from people.
It really is.
And again, following up because not everybody's ready right now.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's awesome. Do Caitlin or Amanda, can you think of anything to ask Jen while we have her here? Anyone else have questions you want to ask Jennifer?
I'm just so super proud of you. You have just kicked butt at this, and I am so proud of you. And my favorite thing that you said was what changed is when you started believing in yourself. Because I think that it doesn't matter what promotion you're going for, if you're going for Ruby, Diamond, whatever it is, the second that you believe that it's going to happen is when it happens. So that's awesome.
Jennifer.
Thank you.
I have a question. How often do you stay plugged in? Like, are you coming to all the trainings every week? Are you watching videos? Are you doing periscopes? Like, how often are you staying plugged into the business?
All the time. So I come to most of these trainings, but I'm a huge YouTube fan. Like, I'll literally clean my house listening to the leaders. Hooper, I love her. I listen to Lisa Fuller, and I literally have it on blast while I clean, or motivational videos while I clean, so I'm multitasking. Kind of give that fire, because I think there's going to be days that you're just exhausted and you don't want to do this, or you might think, am I doing the right thing? But if you hear that video that tells you you can do this, or, don't let anybody tell you can't, then do it. Also, don't get sad if your friends don't want to join you. Like, none of my friends came and followed me. Like, one of my best friends, still hasn't bought a product or asked anything about my business. You just got to keep going and find new people, find new friends.
So, little tidbit, Caitlin and I were just having a very interesting convo about that 2 days ago. Isn't it funny how the people closest to you, like Caitlin, we were talking about our closest friends are exactly the same, Jennifer, and that was something that was really hard for us when we first started, because we're like, how the heck can these people, we always said we'd support them if they were selling the stupidest thing in the world on the side of the road. We'd be out there being like, we're so proud of you, being their biggest cheerleader. So it was super hard for us to not understand why they didn't support us with this business. But I mean, I think that's a very common theme. And it's funny because Caitlin was like, yeah, I'm talking to my best friends. And my one friend was like, yeah, so my brother-in-law's sister's wife's friend is having a Pampered Chef party. So I went over there just to support her and buy some products. Not even Pampered Chef. And it's like, okay, but what about?
I wanted to reach through the phone and strangle her. Because my friends were like, we do not talk about my business. It's like, we don't talk about it. And one of my girlfriends is getting ready to have a baby. And so she called me and she was like, will you fly out with Marlo and spend the weekend with me or a week with me? And because she has a little girl too. And she's like, after I have this baby, that would be so helpful. And I was like, yeah. And I had just literally texted her and given her the date in June that I will be there. And then I called Jackie and I'm like, that bee just blocked me on Instagram. I literally am buying plane tickets to come stay with her, and she just blocked me on Instagram.
Yeah, I mean, thick skin is right. So But yeah, I mean, I definitely, oh, I don't know what that noise is. Sorry, guys. You definitely have to have a thick skin, but you have to know your goals. You have to know, like you said, keep those blinders on and just go for it. And I'm so proud of you. We're so excited for you. And thank you so much for sharing your nuggets of wisdom with us tonight.
Thanks.
Okay, so wait, how do I do this again? Sorry, guys. Okay, next up, where's Amanda at? Did she walk away again? Wait, Amanda? Does anyone know? Oh, she walked away. Okay. Next, then, Mary Ellen, do you want to take us in? Mary Ellen is one of our newest diamonds. Let me just spotlight Miss Mary Ellen. Yeah, you look beautiful. Okay, so how long have you been with the company, and give us a little background?
What was that?
Oh, sorry. I said, how long have you been with the company, and just kind of give us a little bit of a background of you, like what you did before this and where you came from.
I'm not quite sure where I came from. I have been a distributor since July of 2014. Since now, and prior to this, I was going to school. I finished school to be an esthetician, but since my mom died, I got custody of my brother, and it's not a good idea to leave 4 kids home alone after school. So, you know, we own a house cleaning company, and we've been cleaning Amanda's house since she was pregnant with Jack. And she always had her greens and crap all over the counter, and she tried to give them disgusting. And then I thought, oh well, why not? And I hounded her for a good 3 or 4 weeks, every day telling her, I'm gonna sign up, don't give up on me, I'm gonna sign up. And she'd be like, okay. And then I finally did.
That's awesome. So, okay, what's your biggest tip for people that are pushing for Diamond this month?
I don't think it's hit me yet that I made it. I don't know. There's a lot of hard things that you encounter in life. You know, I have had a lot of ups and downs. You may have moments when you have to start over because something happened and you had to step away from your business. The only way that you won't make it is if you quit. If you don't quit, you will eventually quit, and learning how to work around all of life's problems is challenging, but you have to learn how to live life and work at the same time.
That's great.
And that's what I learned how to do.
No, I think that's great advice. I think some of the things that we see in this business, and I tell people, sometimes people's why becomes the reason why they're not working their business. So like I always tell people, like, don't let your why be what stands in the way of you getting to where you want to be with this, because those whys become your excuses of, oh, I have the kids, or oh, I have to do this, so all of a sudden the reason you got into it, which was to help your kids and to do all these things, become the reason that you're not doing it. So I'm not talking about you, but I'm just saying, like, that's what I do a lot. But
does not stop. I have my oldest will graduate high school in May. I have my brother who's 15. My stepdad passed away a year ago this month, and it's been a lot of work. He lost both his parents. We've had a lot of therapy and a lot of problems with him and learning how to adjust. And then I have my 2 youngest kids. I've been through a court battle with their dad. I was in a car accident last month. You name it, I've had it thrown at me. I know I've driven Amanda crazy with everything that's happened, and you can't go to things because you have to go to violin concert. You have to go to they want to eat every night. They want to eat all the time. They don't what you make. The dog took a poop on the stairs and somebody stepped in it. He told you. It's exhausting.
yeah.
And it's hard, and Yeah, I have insomnia, and for some reason, no one wants to answer messages at 2:00 in the morning.
I'm usually up. That's the weird part. I try not to look at my phone, but I swear I have insomnia just right with you. But so what would be, okay, how do you build your business on a day-to-day with all that? Because I know you have so much going on. Like, what do you do to build your business, and what time do you set aside? Like, how do you make that time slot happen for you?
I don't really make a time slot, but what I do is I talk to, I refer to my team as my girls, and I talk to my girls all the time, every day. Not all of them, obviously, because there's a lot of them, but you're going to have your key people that you see are going to be the ones that you're going to kind of rely on as they build their business. And those are my core girls. I talk to them every day. I know everything about them. I mean, you really have to become your best friends.
That's great advice. I agree.
If you don't know what's going on in their life, you don't know how to help them. And if you don't know how to help them, you're never going to help yourself.
That's excellent advice, you guys, because this is a relationship business. And I think some of the strongest teams in this business are the people that are tight like that, and that you know how they learn best, that you know what's going on in their life, like Mary Ellen said, and you can be empathetic and you can relate and know how to help them.
I remember when it was shortly after I first joined, Sarah McKinnon O'Connell had just gotten married.
Mm-hmm.
And then they took Danielle and Drew their honeymoon with them.
Yeah.
And I thought that was so funny. I'm like, oh my gosh, they're like on honeymoon together. And then I thought, but if I went on vacation, who would I want to go with me now? I'd need to take Marissa. I'd need to take Holly. I'd need to take everybody on vacation with me, because that's who your group becomes. And, have fun with it. It is friendship, fun, and freedom. And if you're not having fun with it, people will know you're not having fun, and nobody wants to sign up for like hell. Nobody's like, oh God, she's like really hating her life. I think I'm gonna go do that.
Right.
Nobody wants to do that.
But most people are looking for something else. They're looking for something outside of what they don't have at their job. So when I see people like managing their team, I'm like, stop managing your team. You're not their boss. They're not looking for another boss, So they're looking for something that they can't get from their 9 to 5. And that's what this company can give you. And so I think we need to remember at the end of the day, upline, downline, sideline, like no one's anybody's boss. We're here to support each other. And so I love that, because you do end up becoming best friends with these people, and they become a very huge part of your life. So that's cool. I love that. How do you get the majority of your distributors and loyal customers?
So I play a long game. Like Jennifer, I'm not a random messenger. I'm not really good at that. It's kind of a little bit awkward to me. Like, I try it, I do it, but then I'm like, oh God, if they answer, what am I going to say? Because I don't know them. So I like to make sure that I say happy birthday to every single person every day that pops up on my list and has a birthday. If you do that, eventually you will come full circle with most of the people on your friends list. And it helps, and it's a little thing to do. It's a very little thing that makes a big difference. Sometimes my loyal customers, I have a lot of friends. I talk to a lot of people. I'll talk to anybody, anywhere about anything. There's no subject off limits, pretty much. And don't be afraid, like Jackie said and Caitlin, some of your friends aren't going to support. One of my best friends in the whole world, we have stuck by each other for 17 years. She won't give me the time of day. I have sent her products. I have sent her wraps. I've sent her greens. Won't touch them. She's like, I'm like, you're a runner. Wrap your feet. And she's like, that's weird. And no, I'm not going to. I quit being friends with one of my sister-in-laws because she really crossed the line with me in this business. There's people that aren't going to support you, but the people that do, use them and don't feel bad about it. I was really afraid for the longest time to approach my friends because I thought I would make them upset or I would make them angry, and then they weren't going to like me anymore, and I wasn't going to get invited to the birthday party. And I was so afraid of where I was going to stand with my friends. That is not me.
I'm like,
And
that's not me either. But sorry.
so don't be afraid to talk to your friends about it, and don't be afraid to ask them. And if they say no, say okay, and then just wait and kind of bring it up again.
Well, I think that the biggest thing for me, and I'm sure this was kind of your thing too, like it kind of goes in line with that we have to remember that this is a gift that we have to share with people, and it's not an annoyance. And if we offer this to people and they say no, that's on them, because we all know that this is an amazing opportunity. That's why we're here. So try to think of it as, oh, I don't want to bother this person, but I want to share this with this person, and how they perceive it or how
Like
they
you
react. Huh?
you would never hesitate to bother someone in Target.
No.
You'd walk up like, oh, hey, I need help. And I feel like the same way. I'm just Target right here.
Right. It's just a totally different market. So, but no, I think that's great advice. Thank you so much, Mary, for sharing your story and your advice with everybody. I'm going to go to Sasha. Sasha, where are you? Okay.
Hey guys.
Where's Sasha? Why can't I find you? Wait, I'm like trying. Hold on, I'll find you.
I need to turn the video on so you can see me.
There you are, pretty lady. Okay. There you are. Congratulations, Sasha. One of our newest diamonds. So can you tell everybody a little bit about yourself, how long you've been with the company, and just a background?
Hi guys. My name is Sasha and I'm from Russia. I have been in this country for 10 years, and I have 2 bachelors, 2 children, and an amazing husband, and we've been together for 10 years. So I have been doing sales for 14 years, and I have been doing marketing with a cosmetic company. I was working in the call center, and I was just thinking to myself, I have been selling stuff all my life. And then I'm a Zumba instructor, so that gives me something to do while children are at school. And one day I came across Amanda's post. She seems like she had fun with the business. She has been really positive about life and the wraps and all. And I wanted to try them. So I messaged her. I got the wraps. I paid the full price. I did not get the loyal, so
Look at you. See, everyone's got a different story how they started. I love it.
Yeah, so I got the wraps and I tried the wraps. I have been so excited to try them. And then I was watching her for another couple months, and she kept adding my some of my friends, and my friends became distributors with her. I'm like, no, I need to join. I want to do this too. So anyway, I have been a distributor for 6 months, and I just love my journey with It Works. It changed me. I became a better wife, better mother, better instructor, and I start to make money with this. It's just an amazing journey, and I'm so excited to see what's ahead.
I love that. I know it's so positive. Like, you're such a good dancer. Like, you should see me try to do Zumba, you guys. It's not pretty. Like, I think I look like J-Lo, and then I look in the mirror and I'm like, no, nothing like J-Lo. Okay, so I need to come to your Zumba class.
Can I say something about Sasha real fast?
Yeah.
So ever since the day one with Sasha joining this business, no matter what kind of challenge she faces, she is always the most positive person. And I really, truly believe that that has such a huge impact on the way her business has been built and how her business is running and how her business is diamond.
That's me.
Sorry about that, guys. I have no idea where that alien sound came from. Sorry, Amanda. I didn't.
That's so weird.
That was literally like only dogs could hear that. That was so high.
That was really weird. Yeah, so I really think that the way that how positive Sasha is with everything that she has done, even some of the hurdles she has jumped and some of the little, things that she's come across, there's always a positivity to her. And I feel like that has such a huge impact on the way she is a leader with her team, how she's run her business, how she grows her business. Just everything about it is just so positive, and I think that is just so amazing. And this business, as you guys know, has so much to do with attitude. And I think, Sasha, and I always say that to her every single time I talk to her, which is, almost every day or every other day. But I'm always like, thank you for just being so amazing and just uplifting, because really that, I think, plays such a huge part in this business. And so I just wanted to say that quick thing about you, Sasha. So go ahead.
Thank you.
No, I that's so true. Like, your attitude is everything in this business. And so like Caitlin was talking about, how your attitude is what shapes your future with the business, and how you end each month is how you begin the next. So, okay. So biggest tip for people going diamond this month, what would you tell everybody who's pushing for those bonuses?
Have your map ready. Know your people and know their volume. Teach your people how to get those 400 boxes filled. Talk to them. Teach them how to move the orders, how to move people across the team, because sometimes they may have really high personal orders, BD. Teach them how to move it. Talk to them every day. Know what's going on in their life. Like Mary said, you need to know your people. It really helps along the way. Know what they want to achieve within this company, because everything is possible. Stay in contact every day or every other day.
What did you do differently this month, since it was a promotion month for you? What was something different that you haven't done every other month that you were like, okay, because I know for me, promotion months are a little bit different. Like, it's a little bit of a different ball game. So tell us what you did differently.
I spent more time on my business. I knew what my goal is, and I told my husband that this is what I'm going for, and I need your help. And your help meaning you just give me my time so I can do my business, because I love you. I want to spend time with you, but I have a goal. So I set some time in the morning, like 3 hours in the morning while kids are in school, and then when kids are in bed, I was working my business. I was messaging at least 100 people. I was getting those secure messages like, are you a real person? I was messaging everybody I could. I talked to people on the street. That challenge, the Dash to Diamond challenge, really helped me to get out of my comfort zone. And I was talking to people on the streets, in the stores, in the gym, everywhere I could. I would talk to them about my business. I was so excited about it.
That's so cool.
I made it. Yay.
You did. That's so awesome. But yeah, it's you definitely got to get uncomfortable to promote. I mean, you got to get uncomfortable, do things that you normally wouldn't do. And I know a lot of the girls in the Dash to Diamond, we were talking and kind of laughing, because I'm like, yeah, I mean, next time you blitz, like, it's just handing a card. You don't have to take a selfie with them. So everything seems easy after that, right?
Right.
Like, a blitz doesn't seem so bad. So I'm proud of you, and you got to definitely make it your own and figure out what you're comfortable doing and how you're comfortable blitzing. But once you get it down, it can be kind of fun. So, okay, so give us a day in the life of you. Like, give us a day. What do you do normally during those 3 hours? Like you said, you're messaging people. What are some of your go-to messages, or what's been really working well for you?
So I would start my day with, some of the girls already mentioned that I would message happy birthday to everybody who has a birthday that day. I would add at least 15 to 20 people until I get the security message again from the Facebook. Then I will be messaging people just with the reps or the opportunity to join my business message kind of thing. Mm-hmm. Then I teach almost every day, so I talk to people in the gym every day. They already approached me, so I'm on the Facebook with them. I'm friends with them on Facebook. So they approached me. They asked me about products that I have, what they do. So I become the brand of my own. Mm-hmm. And it becomes easier that way. Then I will do follow-ups everybody who liked or commented on my posts, I will message them. And I have a list of everybody, like the list of my potential and loyal customers, and I keep talking to them at least every week just to make sure that I establish that connection. And hopefully they will become loyals and distributors one day.
Perfect. Like, I think keeping like a planner and writing down like who you're going to contact next week, what day. I know for me that's key, because otherwise I get confused, I forget, or all of a sudden someone falls through the cracks. So I think that's definitely, if you guys don't have a planner, again, I always say Target, go to the Target dollar bin, get yourself a planner, because you see successful people like Sasha, that's what they're doing. They're writing these people in planners, they're getting dates, and they're following up. So, okay, so the majority of your loyal customers and distributors. So I love this, because I think you have definitely built your business definitely on social media, but also in person because of your Zumba business. And so did you do a lot of wrapping or meeting up with people, or just connecting in person and then adding them onto social media? Like, how did you kind of intertwine the two?
Connecting in person mostly. So what I figured that we sell stuff every day. Every day we're selling Starbucks. Every day we're selling Target. Every day we're selling kids activities. Every day we're selling activewear clothes, the brand. And I figured that I am the brand of my own, and It Works. Mm-hmm. So it helped me so much to just overcome my fears of just being annoying or all about It Works. No, this is what I am. And if there is an opportunity to talk about it, I will talk about it. I'm not going to be like really pushing, but if there is an opportunity, I will talk to people about it, definitely. And lately it has been the other way. People would come to me and tell me, hey, I've heard there is the Fat Fighters, or tell me about the cleanse. So it has been the opposite lately, which I really love, you know.
Yeah, that's the best. But you guys, quote of the night is Sasha right there, because this isn't what I do, this is what I am. And that's what takes you to that next level, is when you embrace that, like that's what you are. And, flex it, girl. I think that's probably one of the biggest things in this business, is when you can own it and realize this is who you are and brand yourself like that. I mean, do you have the yoga pants yet? The cute little like leggings and stuff our company's given us all the tools possible to look at this. See? If it's cold where you live, which a lot of you it's not, so whatever, but it's 20 degrees where I live. So they're giving us, the cutest clothes, apparel. And like Sasha said, like she is It Works. If you go to Sasha's profile, if you go to Jen's, Mary Ellen's profile, you will see they are It Works. And there's no question about that. And I think that's really important. You don't have to blast people with it, but people should know. I want people to think my name, and I want people to think It Works immediately after that. Just like Sasha, they think It Works. So if you are afraid of that, you got to somehow get over yourself, and you got to realize that that's what this is about, and you're branding yourself. And, Pam Souter, she's not the queen for nothing. That's what she says. Get over yourself, and that's when you're going to find success. So thank you so much, Sasha. Do you have anything else you want to add? You've had awesome advice, and I really appreciate you being on here.
Absolutely. Just the advice that I can give everybody is to stay consistent with this business, stay positive, work hard. And if one day you feel down, you will notice that all your hard work will pay off. All those little seeds will be sprouting and will give you flowers, and you will be so pumped about it, and you would be willing to do even more.
God, you make me smile. That's so
Sasha,
cool.
I adore you.
I do too.
Do you not all want to join this business all over again just from listening to Sasha talk, okay?
Oh, thank you.
She radiates. She is so positive and so happy and just such a magnetic person. I don't care what she's doing. I want to do it. So she is such an awesome example of, attracting people to you. And, you're magnetic, Sasha. I adore you.
Thank you,
And don't you want to make that, like she says, I am It Works. Like that's exactly what you have to be. You have got to let it go and stop the fear. Don't post so just certain people can see your posts. Shout it from the rooftops. Until you're proud of your company and what you do, you will not be successful. I guarantee you. And I was stuck in that too for a long time. I was like, oh, I'm scared. What are the nurses that I know going to say? Or what is this person going to say? Or my friends don't support me. Until you say screw it, that's just, you got to get over yourself. So whatever way you can figure out to do that, you got to do it. Caitlin? Okay, so real quick, where's Amanda Busher? Amanda Busher. Calling Amanda Busher. Amanda! Okay, well, I'm going to talk about Amanda Busher while she's not here. And I'm going to do reverse gossip because I'm going to talk, I'm all about reverse gossip, okay? So, Amanda Busher. What do I say about her besides the badass that she is, has gone triple diamond and gotten her husband to double diamond. So just claimed 80 grand in bonuses. And she's unstoppable. She's unstoppable. She's amazing. She has shown such heart for this team, and she has literally busted her tail for the last year, and she has put in the work. And I don't know anybody that signs as many people as Amanda. And, I have no doubt that she is going to the top of this company this year. So I'm just so proud of her, and I want to give her the props she deserves. And she actually deserves an entire different training just for herself so she can share all her nuggets of wisdom with all of us, because she's definitely got a lot of them. Amanda, are you on here? I know it's the kids, so she's not ignoring. I'm not. But anyway, just so you guys know, and I know you guys all know, she's incredible, and we're so proud of her and love her to pieces. So that being said, Caitlin, do you have anything you want to add to any of it?
No, I'm so excited. I am just overflowing with love and excitement right now. I'm so proud of everyone, and I'm so excited for this next month.
Me too. Okay, so real quick, I want everyone to shout out questions, comments, because this is a really big month. And I know that everyone, like I said, make sure you guys have your stuff printed out, your maps. If you don't know how to do a map, get with your upline. If your upline doesn't know how to do a map, then we all need to do a Zoom and talk about this, because that's a problem. So we all need to be learning how to map and chart. And I know some people just started, so I'm totally kidding when I say that's a problem. But let's make sure if your upline doesn't know, then get with the next upline. And we want you guys to start charting. And again, it's probably going to sound like a foreign language at first. But you will get it. Practice makes perfect. And it's kind of like Tetris. Just think, everyone kind of has to be for it all to work out. So let's answer questions. You guys can use the chat button if you don't want to shout them out. So just type in any questions. I don't care what it's about. I don't care if it's about nothing we just talked about. Just type in any questions you have, and we'll be able to answer them. Okay, let's see. Yay, can I shout this out, Bridget? Oh, sorry, I just said your name. Sorry. Oh, look at that. Yes, it's anonymous. Okay. No. Okay, she wrote it to everybody. Okay, well, Bridget, I'm super excited. You got your LCL ready for the week. That's awesome. Now she's got 4 days left to get her distributor, so that's really cool. I love celebrating that stuff. And again, sorry, I have such a big mouth. Not all the time. I just get excited. Anybody else have any questions about charting, about promotions, about anything? You can either chat, use the chat button down there and type them out, or you can unmute yourself and just ask. Anybody? I saw a hand go up. You. It says mommy. Mommy.
Oh my gosh, Amanda. Was it you? Oh, I'm on right now.
Oh, okay. Then ask.
Oh man, my wrinkled chin. Okay. I had a question on the Ruby bonuses. Is that the only way you can receive a bonus is in your first 2 months in the business?
So for the double Ruby bonus, yes, you have 60 days from when you sign. So if you signed between February 1st and February 29th, you have 60 days to get it. If you signed in January, February, was that right, guys? February was the last for the January participants, I believe. And again, so sometimes I get really confused with that because there's a lot of dates and there's a lot of like discrepancies. So my best advice is any of these promotions, go into your documents in your eSuite and type in a keyword, like I type in Ruby, and it'll bring up the Ruby bonus. And there's a frequently asked questions sheet on there, and trust me, it will answer anything you could ever want to know in way better words and more precise than I'll ever be able to tell you, because sometimes I get really confused with all these bonuses going on. So check in there and see. But for the most part, if it's a Ruby bonus, you're going to have 2 full calendar months. I'm not going to say 2 full calendar months. So say somebody joined today, they would have 2 full calendar months, so till the end of May to get that bonus. So they would almost have like 3 months. So that's kind of the cool part. So when we say, you see people post like, today's the best day to join my team, they're referring to the fact that they have almost 3 months to build their business that way. So, and that's if they join on the 2nd. So that's why they always say 3/2 or whatever day they want to say is the best day. So you're going to see that is tomorrow the 2nd. Yeah, you're going to see so many posts tomorrow that say today's the best day to join my team. And I know for like months I was like, why are people saying that? Like I was so confused, and it finally clicked. And that was when I first started with the good bonuses, because there was something like that. Okay, question about cold messaging. Are there any tips that can be given about cold messaging? I want to cold message, but it makes me extremely nervous. Okay, I'm gonna turn this over to Amanda, because she is our guru. And Amanda, you didn't hear me, but I was like totally like, I was reverse gossiping, talking you up a couple minutes ago. So I was trying to shout for you, but we love you and we're so proud of you. And I announced your promo and we love you. So, okay, but cold messaging, any tips for them on cold messaging?
Thanks, guys. Sorry, I had to leave the room. Crew is not feeling good. So cold messaging, that I do that every single day. However, I will agree with every single person, Jennifer and Mary and Sasha. You want to build those relationships first. You don't want to be salesy. And so you want to I don't ever cold message distributors. I don't have a script for distributors. I don't have a certain thing that I send them every single day, or, random, message that I send out and hope to get a distributor. I never do that. I make my messages very thoughtful when it comes to distributors. I try to get to know them. I try to figure out, look on their Facebook page, or do they work, whatever it is. I really try to get to know my potential distributors. But as far as loyal customers, I cold message like crazy. And I cold message probably I do about 100 messages every single day, if not more sometimes. This past month, I'd probably do about 300 every day, just to get these bonuses out. I don't do them all in a row, and because Facebook will block you, you have to be careful. I do about 30 to 50 at a time, and then I take a break. But what I do is I make the message very thoughtful. It is a copy and paste message, but it's very thoughtful. And so, I'll say, like this last message I just sent out today, it was like, hey guys, or hey, so-and-so, happy, Tuesday. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. I just wanted to let you know about our newest product. And then I tell them about the cleanse. And then I always, I add it, maybe just something like nice at the end. I hope, if you're interested or whatever it is, I try to be very thoughtful and not salesy at all. I try not to be like, hey, I need 2 more people to do my rep. Are you interested? I try to just say like, hey, I hope you're having a wonderful day. I just wanted to let you know about our newest product. Would you be interested in this? And I have gotten I know like now that if I send out about 100 messages, that gives me about 10% of people are going to be talking to me the next day or that day. So it each day kind of trickles on. And so, if I message about 100 people, that gives me, about 10 people I'm going to be talking to. And, maybe about 1 of those people are going to sign up as a loyal customer. So it always just depends. But the thing is it always trickles on. So these messages I sent out today, this is going to help me for next month or like towards the end of the month, So you just kind of have to, or like the middle of the month. A lot of times, I did get 1 loyal customer today, but sometimes it doesn't happen until like I would say 4, 5, 6, 7 follow-ups with them. But I'm not trying to go after a loyal customer and get a yes every single time. I'm actually trying to get my potentials. I'm trying to get people who are even just somewhat interested, or somebody just either answer me yes or no. I'm trying to go for those no's, because if you get 10 no's, that means you've talked to a lot of people. So you can't be scared to contact them. You can't be scared to cold message them, because even if they tell you no, they're not telling you no, and because of you. They're just telling you no because a lot of times it's not their time. They don't know much about the products, or they just don't have the money right then and there. So you can't be scared to message people. You can't be scared to contact people, because that's what we do. That's what networking is messaging people and contacting people. However, you don't want to be a recorder. You don't want to be that salesy person who they're like, oh gosh, you again, And some people have politely asked me, hey, can you please take me off of your list? And I absolutely say, yes, no problem. But sometimes I don't always delete those people, because I've had those people who have then again become my loyal customers months down the road because they see my post. Do I ever contact them again? Absolutely not. But unless they tell me directly, Amanda, do not contact me, or they delete me, I will keep sending my messages to them. Again, like what Jennifer said, she built her network up, and that's what you guys want to do, is build your network up. And those people you don't know. So if you're cold messaging them and you're messaging them with a thoughtful message, it's no sweat on your back if they end up deleting you. You didn't know them to begin with. So, but that's literally how I have run my business. That's, I still to this day will get anywhere from about 30 loyal customers every month by doing that. And it just works for me, but it doesn't always work for everybody else. You have to be comfortable with people telling you no all the time. So
yeah, that's the hard part, I think, is when you have to get a thick skin for that too, and realize that it's nothing personal against you. It's, no for right now. Thank you so much, Amanda. I'm going to keep going through these questions because I'm excited. We have a lot of them. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Everyone I talk to says they plan on ordering. They never do. I always follow up, but nothing. Help. Okay, Caitlin, I'm going to have you take that one because you are great. Caitlin does a lot of cold messaging on Instagram, and definitely, or not really cold messaging, but messaging back and forth on Instagram. And that definitely is in your wheelhouse, I think, because Instagram is one of those things where kind of what we were talking about.
What was the question?
Says everyone I talk to says they plan on ordering. They never do. I always follow up, but nothing. Help.
Okay. So first of all, how many times are you following up? Especially if it's Instagram. It takes a little bit longer because you don't know anyone. And I was just telling Jackie today, like when I get a loyal customer on Facebook, 50% of the time they'll just text me their credit card information. Okay. I don't know if I've ever had that happen on Instagram, to be honest, or someone, I think maybe twice actually, someone's been like, oh yeah, here, let me just give you my credit card info. But you don't know these people. They don't know you. So it's going to take a lot of follow-up. But one of the tricks that I've learned is that, for one, I never give people, like even if somebody asks me for my website, I'll always say something to the effect of like, here, here's my website. You can shop around. When you're ready to order, they'll let me know so I can make sure to get you my discount pricing. And now what that does is, of course, then they feel like they need to talk to you again. So then I'll keep following up with them. And like this just happened with a girl yesterday where she was like, okay, give me your website and I'm going to order tomorrow. And I was like, okay. I go, well, I was like, here's my website, but when you're ready to order, I was like, let's get in touch, tomorrow, because that way I can get you my discount. So then today she was like, okay, I'm ready to order. And then I could say, or actually I messaged her and was like, hey, I have a few minutes, are you ready in? And then I don't send her like all of the instructions at one time. So I'll say like, okay, go to my website, click on shop, select Ultimate Body Applicator. When you get to that point, let me know, because that's where I'm going to show you how to get my discount. So I try to get it to where I'm like walking them through it. That way, then, they'll do it. And then I'll say, okay, are you there? Okay. Do you see where it says proceed to checkout? And then I can, I know I'm walking them through it rather than just sending them a bunch of instructions to where, they're not going to do it. The other thing I do is, honestly, it's just all about follow-up. I don't have my planner right next to me. It's on my bed with all those maps, and that's my office right now. But I write every single person down, and then I'll write okay, let's say I talked to someone today and they, didn't respond. Then I'll go ahead and message them tomorrow and just be like, hey, I didn't ever hear back from you. Are you still interested in ordering the wraps? Let's say that they don't respond to me again. Usually it's because they don't have the money. So I'll just put them down in my calendar for when I'm gonna and usually I'll follow up with them on a Friday because chances are it's gonna be their payday. So I'll put them on a Friday and follow up again. And I will literally continue to follow up with someone, especially if they told me that they're gonna order. I will follow up with them until they either order or they're stop contacting me. But typically, okay, let's say I asked somebody told me they wanted to get wraps and I kept following up with them and they never responded. This is another trick I have. I will send them something for hair, skin, and nails. And for whatever reason, because you sent them a different offer, then they'll come back and be like, well, I'm not interested in the hair, skin, and nails, but I'm still interested in those wraps. You're like, oh my God, you're alive. Hi again. So, I guess, my best advice is just to keep following up with people. I'm not afraid to just say to someone to be like, hey, I saw you read my message. I know things get busy. I haven't heard back from you. Did I do something to upset you? I'll say that. Some people say, did I piss you off? I think that's rude. Don't ask someone that. That's totally rude. But you can ask someone, hey, did I do something to upset you? Because then they'll a lot of times respond. So.
Perfect. Thank you, my friend. Okay, so next question is, do the double bonuses happen randomly or once a year or hardly ever? Double bonuses are random. So he started doing them last year for the first time. Mark brought him out, and he gave us, conference was in January, so he gave us till end of March, you guys. Is that right, last year? For the double bonuses. So we had about 2.5 months. Mm-hmm. And this year, I'm not going to lie, I was surprised he did double bonuses again. But that's what the company's all about, is surprises and getting us all out of debt. So it just, you never know. Honestly, it's a crapshoot, to be quite honest with you. I know that I know almost 110% for a fact that he won't continue them next month, but he may continue regular good bonuses. So that's what I think. So, and that's just kind of from what I've heard.
I wouldn't plan on it though.
Yeah, I don't. The thing is, you guys have the amount of money they're paying out for these double bonuses is crazy. And I think Caitlin and I were talking today, and I was like, yeah, I guess they did do them for 2 months last year. So I think that's why he extended them, because February was short and because conference was a different date. So I would definitely, if you're shooting for those double bonuses, this is your month, because he most likely will extend good bonuses next month, but they're not going to be double. But again, I can never speak for Mark Pentecost because I just never know. Okay, can I skip Ruby and go straight to Emerald? Absolutely. You can, Ellie already answered it, but yes, you can skip over any rank. Like Megan Gearhart, for example, she skipped right over Emerald, got her Emerald bonus, and went Diamond. So she just skipped right over that and went Diamond. So yeah, you can skip over a rank. When you skip over a rank, though, you still hit that rank. So you're still going to get any bonuses that are associated with it. So if you went Ruby to Diamond, you're still going to get that Ruby bonus if it's within 60 days, and the Emerald bonus, and the double good. So if you do that this month, that's definitely a possibility. Let's see. What's your best advice on the very first step I should take with It Works? I'm going to give mine, and then I'm going to open it up to you guys. best advice I have is don't wait for your kit to come in the mail, because there's no magic in that kit. And I think somebody at conference, I can't remember who said that, I can't take credit, but the magic isn't in the kit. It's within you and what you want to do with it. So there's no secret sauce that comes in your kit. There's no special, I mean, there's wraps, but signing distributors and getting people to join your team is about your excitement. So if you're excited about the business, I mean, you could post a selfie of just you with nothing, it works, and just say, I am so excited. I'm anxiously waiting for my kit to come in the mail. If anybody wants to try this crazy wrap thing in the meantime, let me know. And I mean, there's lots of things you can do. And I think it's all about, like we said, having fun with the business. And Sasha even said when she saw Amanda's post, she's like, wow, this girl's having so much fun with this business. And it was very attractive to her. And it was very evident in Amanda's posts. And the same thing has been said of her posts many a times, and especially her Instagram. So have fun with it. Don't wait around for that kit to come. Hit the ground running and start signing those loyal customers, because regardless of your kit, you have your website. So does anybody else have any tips they want to share on what to do?
I have one. To start, like Jackie said, like start right away, but also get your launch party scheduled within your first 10 days. Mm-hmm. Because once you get your launch party scheduled, you're really letting your friends, your family know exactly like what you're doing. It kind of lets you know how a party's ran. It helps you learn about the products. And then the other thing is get plugged in. So make sure you're coming to the trainings, our trainings that we do every Tuesday. Go on to YouTube videos, just Google It Works, and you'll see all kinds of different videos. If you want certain people, we can tell you like certain people that we like to follow, just message us. But follow YouTube, get on Periscope and start following people on Periscope. Just get plugged in and learn about the business. That's the biggest thing. If you don't know about something, or if you don't know what to do, or if you don't know, how to get a loyal customer, go out and research it. Go out and find the answer. That's going to help you guys the most. It's not going to be by coming to, another person and them and asking a question. It's going to be by you going out there and finding that answer. Of course, we're here to help you, but getting plugged in and learning about the business yourself is going to be the biggest thing you could do for your business.
Amen, sister.
The thing that I did when I first started that got me so many, besides using Facebook, because I got a lot off of that too when I first started, but what got me a lot, I would say most of my distributors and most of my loyal customers was as soon as I wrapped for the first time, I took my results and I literally text messaged it to like every single person in my phone and was just like, I'm dying right now. I just wore a wrap for 45 minutes and like, look at the difference. And that was all I said. And I just sent the picture, and then people would message me back and they'd be like, wait, what? Like, is that wrap thing or, whatever. And they would say questions. And I said, I know, it's insane. I didn't think it was going to work either, but check it out. So then what I would do is, then I would say, do you want to try one? It's only $25. If they said no, then what I would do is whoever said yes, I would take like pictures when I wrapped them, or you could just use anyone's pictures. And then I would send it to the people who said no or who like didn't respond. And I would say something like, I know you think this is crazy and you're too afraid to try it, but look at these results of this girl. I just wrapped her. Like, this is insane. You have to try it. And so I would just keep sending them pictures and keep sending them messages like that until they were like, okay, fine, or, I'd even ask them, be like, what do you have to lose? Like, it's $25, and you're going to love it. And so, really get personal with people. 'Cause I tried to treat my business when I started as if like if I had just tried that product, but I wasn't selling it, that's what I would have done, is I would have messaged all of my friends and been like, can you believe this right now? Like, can you get over this? And so, I wanted to treat this the same way, just so, I was sharing with people, and that's how I got a ton of business.
That's really good advice.
Question.
Yeah.
Hi. I get asked a lot, and I'm still kind of a little unclear myself. I tried finding, oh gosh, that's a big face of mine. I tried to find, where do we find the disclaimer to put on the pictures of results?
Okay, so you guys, that's one thing I wanted to actually talk to you guys about. So now you don't have to do that. Like, you can go into your Wrap app and you can use the Wrap app to put the disclaimer on your photos. So it doesn't just have to be Wrap before and afters. Like, you can still go into your Wrap app and do the before and after of a facial or whatever you want to do, and it'll put that disclaimer on for you. The other thing you can do, and I know I posted on the Wrappers Paradise page, is you can email those photos into compliance and they will make it for you. And honestly, they get back to you very quickly and they make it look great, really professional. They just need to know the time span and products used, and they need the actual unedited photos, so no cropped photos or anything like that. So that is my recommendation. And like I've said before, I want us all to start sending those photos in and or making an album on our Wrappers Paradise page so that we can all use those photos. So with the disclaimers on them. So tonight, let's start doing that. If you guys have before and afters of yourself or your loyal customers with the signed, they have to sign. If it's a loyal customer, they have to sign that sheet and say it's okay to use it. But and again, if you have questions about that, I know I posted that before on the timeline.
I couldn't find it anywhere.
If you
And
want
I'm
that
wondering,
actual disclaimer, it's in policies and procedures.
Mm-hmm. So,
okay,
but I think honestly, the easiest way and to make it look the most professional, because that's what we really want to be doing, you guys, is making these pictures look professional. Because I think where we get a bad rap, some of those photos I see floating around, I'm like, good Lord, is that really for real that someone reposted that? Like, it's clearly edited. Like, if it looks edited, pixelated, or weird, do not use it, because just be very, very careful with what you guys post, because again, just because someone slapped two side-by-side photos together doesn't mean it's legit. Know where it came from. I like to only use pictures of people that I know, because I don't want people coming back to me and being like, oh, who's that? I'm like, actually, that's my friend, so, or even if I know the name, if it's a fellow distributor. That's why I want to get a photo album and an arsenal together on our Wrappers Paradise page so that we have proof of names and we're like, actually, that's Mary Ellen, she's a friend of mine, so people respond much better to that versus just a corporate picture. So let's try to start doing that and sharing those with each other, because again, we want to be represented in the most professional light, and we want to make sure that what we're posting is legit. And there are some real shady before and after photos going around there. So,
and start sharing the products so that you can share your results. That's what is going to get your business going, is sharing your own results with people. So I know everybody has health goals, especially going into summer. I know a lot of, everyone has some body goals too. So, like, you can't expect people to buy your products if you're not using them. Yeah. So, start using the product, start wrapping, so, do the system, do the cleanse, stick with it though. And share your results with people. That's going to get your business going. That's when people are going to take you seriously.
Caitlin, while I have you on here, what's your advice? There was just a question. Someone said they're struggling getting distributors. Any advice on signing people? What would be your piece of advice for that?
My piece of advice would be, when you approach someone about being a distributor, you need to share with them why you're helping them, like why you thought of them, how this business is going to help them. And then you need to be excited. Honestly, more people join because of the energy that you have. And so you need to be excited when you're talking to people. You need to let them know that there is no doubt in your mind that they're going to be successful, that you're going to help them. It needs to literally, you already know they're a diamond. You already know they're ambassador when you're talking to them, because you have so much confidence in what this business holds for them. And just be thoughtful, but excited and confident.
That reminds me, Caitlin, of Joel and Stephanie Dunn's training. And one thing Stephanie always tells her new distributors, and I love this, is regardless of your rank, when you're talking to somebody, even if you just started, just say, if they're like, well, what are you in the company? Be like, well, I'm almost a diamond. So I'm going for this $20,000 bonus. Like, that's not a lie. You are almost a diamond. You're going for diamond. Don't just say, oh, I'm just a ruby. No, you're not ever just anything. Like, you worked very hard to get to ruby. You say that with pride, and when you're talking to somebody, if it's about the bonuses, say, oh, if you're a ruby, say, I'm actually almost emerald. I'm going for a $2,000 bonus. Or even if you just started,
even if you're a distributor, say you're almost diamond.
Say you're almost diamond. Say you're going for that, and get that excitement up, because that shows that you believe in the comp plan, you believe in the company, and you are so pumped for what's about to happen for your future that they want that as well. So it's all about excitement. It has nothing to do with how successful you are. You guys, that's a common misconception. Like, people don't just sign because you've made a ton of money, like with this. Like, that's not what it's about. They sign because they are truly excited to be with you. Like, they want to do this with you, and you've told them, like Caitlin said, what can you do for them? And it's all about, at the end of the day, we're all egocentric. We want to know what is it for us? What's in it for us? Like, that's what we all want to know. So Amanda, do you have any tips on signing distributors? Oh, she must have gone with, I know her little kiddo is sick. Okay, does anybody else have any tips for signing distributors that they found that really worked for them, or anything they want to share with everybody?
Be very honest and upfront. Do not ever say anything that is not absolutely 100% true, because they will find out if you're not completely honest with them, and you'll lose them.
Yeah, I think one of the biggest things I do is, those little party pads you guys get. I sit down, and when I'm signing somebody up, I ask them, what number do you want to make for your family? Like, what would help you? And if they point to ambassador, the next question I ask them is, like, how much time can you put into your business? And if they tell me 15 minutes a day, they're not going ambassador with 15 minutes a day. So I'm real with them. I'm like, 15 minutes a day, you can go ruby for sure. Like, you can definitely go ruby. You can start going diamond, but people have to be realistic with their expectations, and realistic with, you don't make $500,000 a year doing nothing. You know what I mean? So you have to, I like to know where people are at. Plus, that helps you know how you can help them. Because if I know someone just started to make an extra, a couple $100 here and there, and they have no intention of ever running with the business or going diamond, like, I don't give up on them at all, but I'm definitely not pushing them to go double diamond. You know what I mean? Like, I know where they're at, but I still encourage them, and they, help them in that sense. But what?
Sorry, that made me think of something that I wanted to tell you guys. This came up so much last month, I can't even tell you, from so many of you. So just in case I didn't have this conversation with you, I'm going to say it real quick now. Know what people want in this business. Last month, I can't tell you how many people were like, I'm going for this promotion. How do I get so-and-so to work? How do I get them to sign loyal customers? How do I get them? You don't. You're not going to make anybody do anything in this business. So if they're not working, they're not working. So you have to be prepared to get, to do the work yourself and get your promotion. But also, don't expect, know what people's goals are, know what they want out of this business. And even if they're telling you, yeah, I want to be diamond, chances are they're saying what you want to hear, because they don't want to disappoint you. They don't want to tell you no. So they're saying what you want to hear. So if they're telling you, yeah, I want to go for diamond, but then you're like, freaking Sally Sue hasn't posted in 10 days on Facebook. I can hardly get a hold of her. She hasn't signed a loyal customer in 6 months. Okay, Sally Sue obviously doesn't want to go diamond right now, okay? I know it's not what we want to hear, but that's the deal. She does not want to go diamond right now, and she might in the future. But just know know who your runners are, okay? Especially going for these promotions, because you're going to have to know who you're going to have to work double time for, because they're not working. And you're also going to need to know who is actually running after their promotion with you. Okay. So just be very, very clear on that, because you're not going to motivate someone. Just so look at what they're doing and know, do they want an extra $300 a month? Are they doing this because you were doing it and it looked like fun, but they're not really going to put something into it? Just know where people are at. So that's that.
I'm muted. I know we're keeping you guys long, so if anyone needs to get off, feel free. I just want to make sure I get all of these questions answered. Next question, I'm pregnant and just started a couple days ago. Do I need to ask my doctor what products are okay? Our skincare line, is it minus defining gel? I'm blanking out right now. Skincare line is safe for pregnant and nursing women. Anything else you need to ask your doctor about. So any supplements, that includes the greens, that includes our protein powder. So I recommend pregnant women or nursing or anybody with a medical condition, you can go into your eSuite, or you can even go on your Replicated website, click on the product and click on view ingredients. And there's a great PDF document that has all the frequently asked questions and the ingredients listed, and all the nutritional info. So you can either shoot that to somebody via email, have them take it to their doc, or print it out for yourself if it's you who's wondering. But I think it's a great, I always send that to my loyal customers when they do sign up. I send them a welcome email, and I do attach the PDFs for each product that they ordered to it. So again, that's just something I do. You don't have to do that. But okay, so I think we got everyone's questions answered. Let's see. Yes, okay. I think we're good to go. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to cancel the recording now.